The main action of our final stop on this tour took place behind you, in the foyer of this hotel, which used to be the Victoria Coffee Palace. Our criminal was a visitor to Melbourne, having committed his crimes in Brisbane, but his story is just so interesting it can't be left out. In 1936, Herbert Kopit stole a first-class rail pass and caught the Bundaberg to Brisbane train. His usual modus operandi was stealing items of value from passengers sleeping on trains, an activity he was caught doing by the conductor, Thomas Boys. Kopit bashed Boys, leaving him with irreversible brain damage, then attacked the victims of his attempted robbery, Harold Spearing and Frank Costello, with a lead pipe, leaving Spearing dead and Costello hanging on to life by a thread. He died the next day. Taking all the money he could find, Kopit left the train before he reached Brisbane, and eventually, after multiple train changes, ended up in Melbourne. On Kopit's arrival, he headed here to the Victoria Coffee Palace. According to Hugh Buggy, in his 1950 article, the desk clerk saw a, quote, gaunt, angular woman with a sinister face. This woman had dark, furtive eyes, a hard mouth, beetling dark brows, long nose and a pointed chin. She was certainly young, but far from comely. Doris, the clerk, felt she had never seen such an evil-looking woman, end quote. Doris eventually concluded that the evil woman in the grey dress, white hat, brown stockings and black shoes was a man, and deciding that this was incredibly odd, called the police. After an interrogation of only a few minutes, Kopit confessed his true identity and was arrested. Kopit was returned to Brisbane for his trial, where his defence of insanity at the time of the killings was unsuccessful. He was sentenced to life imprisonment and died in 1951, a year after the conductor, Thomas Boys. That concludes our walking tour of Melbourne. I hope you have enjoyed learning more about the secret history of our streets. Each pin contains the resources I use for each location, so if you're interested in finding out more, I recommend you check these out. If you have enjoyed the tour and know of stops I've missed, please pin them and I can look into adding more information regarding each of the crimes. Have a great rest of your day.